On November 24, 1971, Thanksgiving Eve, a man approached the flight counter for Northwest Orient Airlines at Portland International Airport. His name was Dan Cooper, and he would become infamous as one of the most daring skyjackers in American history. With a briefcase by his side, Cooper ordered a drink, a bourbon and soda, and waited for his flight to be called. As the passengers boarded Flight 305, which was bound for Seattle, Cooper handed a note to the flight attendant, Tina Mucklow, who was sitting next to him. The note was brief but ominous. "I have a bomb in my briefcase. I will use it if necessary." Cooper's demands were straightforward: $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes upon landing in Seattle. The flight crew was instructed to keep the passengers calm while they dealt with Cooper's requests. As Flight 305 took off from Portland, Cooper handed another note to Mucklow, which read, "You will be met by 2 men at the gate. They will take you to a safe place." The passengers were told their arrival in Seattle would be delayed due to a minor mechanical difficulty. Cooper laughed and said, "It's not because I have a grudge against your airline, it's just because I have a grudge." He explained that the flight simply suited his needs. As the plane flew over the Pacific Northwest, Cooper directed the crew to refuel in Seattle and then continue on to Mexico City. The FBI would later piece together the events of that fateful night, but for now, let's focus on the man at the center of it all, Dan Cooper. Who was he, and what drove him to commit such a brazen crime? We'll delve into these questions as we explore the mystery of DB Cooper. The FBI launched an extensive investigation into the hijacking, with agents from Seattle and Portland working tirelessly to track down leads. They interviewed eyewitnesses in Portland, Seattle, and Reno, developing composite sketches of the suspect. Acting on the possibility that the hijacker may have used his real name or a similar alias in a previous crime, the Portland police discovered and interviewed a local resident named DB. The investigation was led by Special Agent Ralph Himmelsbach, who would later become one of the most prominent figures in the case. Himmelsbach's team scoured the country for clues, following up on tips and leads that seemed promising but ultimately led nowhere. As the days turned into weeks, the FBI's focus shifted from identifying Cooper to finding physical evidence that could link him to the crime. In 1980, a small portion of the ransom money was found along the banks of the Columbia River near Vancouver, Washington. The discovery caused new conjecture and ultimately raised more questions than it answered. Despite this lead, the FBI's search for Cooper remained fruitless. The DB Cooper hijacking had a profound impact on aviation security. In the year following the incident, there were over a dozen copycat hijackings using similar templates to that established by Cooper. These hijackings prompted immediate and major upgrades to security measures for airports and commercial aviation. One notable copycat was Richard McCoy, who staged the best-known of these hijackings in April 1972. After delivering the money and parachutes at San Francisco International Airport, McCoy ordered the aircraft back into the sky and bailed out over Provo, Utah, leaving behind his handwritten hijacking instructions and fingerprints on a magazine. McCoy's case is often cited as one of the most promising leads in the DB Cooper investigation. However, it was ultimately dismissed due to lack of evidence linking him directly to the crime. Over the years, numerous suspects have emerged in the DB Cooper case. One of the most intriguing theories involves a man named Richard Floyd McCoy Jr., who was a pilot and Army veteran. McCoy's hijacking on April 7, 1972, bore striking similarities to the DB Cooper case. The FBI investigated McCoy extensively but ultimately found no concrete evidence linking him to the crime. Another suspect, Sheridan Peterson, fell under suspicion within a week of the skyjacking but wasn't interviewed by the FBI until decades later. The DB Cooper hijacking remains one of the most enduring unsolved mysteries in American history. Despite numerous investigations and leads, Cooper's true identity and fate remain unknown. His daring heist has captivated the public imagination, inspiring books, films, and documentaries. The DB Cooper case serves as a reminder of the complexities and challenges involved in solving crimes. It also highlights the importance of aviation security and the need for continued vigilance in protecting against threats to air travel. As we reflect on the DB Cooper hijacking, it's clear that this case will continue to fascinate us for years to come. The mystery surrounding Cooper's identity and fate remains unsolved, leaving behind a trail of questions and speculation. As we conclude our exploration of this infamous crime, let's remember the impact it had on aviation security and the enduring legacy of DB Cooper. The DB Cooper case is a testament to human ingenuity and determination in the face of adversity. It serves as a reminder that even the most seemingly impossible crimes can be solved with persistence, hard work, and dedication. As we move forward, let's continue to explore this fascinating mystery and uncover the truth behind one of America's greatest unsolved crimes. In 2016, the FBI officially suspended active investigation into the DB Cooper case, citing the need to deploy investigative resources on more pressing issues. However, the search for Cooper continues, with amateur sleuths and professional investigators still pursuing leads and theories. The DB Cooper hijacking will forever be etched in American history as a symbol of daring and deception. As we look back on this remarkable case, let's remember the impact it had on aviation security and the enduring mystery surrounding its perpetrator, DB Cooper.